Welcome back, everybody, to the Get Fit ASAP podcast. Today we're going to be going over our ASAP weightlifting crew. They just did their lifting meet and...
Yeah, we were down at Emeryville, Max's gym.
Yeah. But we're going to go over... We got 3 lifters here today, all women. You don't have too many men in the thing, huh?
Not yet. I've got a few guy lifters.
Not really competing, though, yet.
Not yet. Not competing yet, yeah.
Well, we'll have to step it up. The girls are stepping it up. The guys need to step it up now.
That's it.
But we'll get a quick intro on them. You guys haven't listened to them or talked to them before, probably. Yeah. You might have seen them in some clips on Instagram or something like that, but that's probably it.
Yeah, I've probably seen some videos.
Yeah. But Jasmine, you want to go first? You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jasmine. I've been doing CrossFit for almost 2 years now and been training for weightlifting for 6 months now.
What made you get started?
CrossFit. Honestly, I loved all the CrossFit workouts that involved all the barbell movements, anything with barbell, and it kept me in.
Yeah. Who's your dad?
Jose Torres.
Jose? Okay. Mondo,
Mondo.
shout out. You know what I'm saying?
Masters weightlifting.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about weightlifting?
Like favorite thing or like favorite?
Yeah, whatever.
What
do you like about it the most?
The people around it, like Alex, team, Danny.
Nice.
They're all supportive and everything.
Cool.
Favorite movement is probably clean and jerks.
Oh yeah? Not snatches?
No.
Nah.
Snatches are right.
Yeah, that's what I said too. Vanessa?
I'm Vanessa. I've been CrossFitting for a little over a year and then weightlifting for like 6 months.
And how'd you get started too? Kind of the same or?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I was kind of doing my own like weightlifting, not Olympic before this, so it just kind of
slid in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Favorite thing? What's the thing you hate the most? I guess about lifting. We'll switch it up.
Oh, that I hate the most.
Yeah. What do you hate? What do you freaking hate about it?
Trying to max out and counting your weight before you max out.
That's not hard at all.
But that's like the worst.
Unless it's in kilos, that's like speaking Spanish.
No, I think that's the worst thing is transferring pounds to kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too?
I don't agree with
Not a
that.
very good calculator.
Okay, so my name's Diane. I've been doing CrossFit for about 5 years now, and then weightlifting for about 6 months.
Started the same too? CrossFit? Is that how you got started?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And then what do you most like about weightlifting? And hate? Put both in there.
Hate. I don't know, when I started CrossFit, I got into weightlifting a little too into it, so I like the whole technical aspect of it. It's like I'm a nerd. It's like a science to me. I hate about it. I don't know. I don't really. I guess.
It takes too long to get good. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, like 5 years doing this, and I still need to work on my snatches.
No, don't worry. There'll be about 20 more. You still need to work on it. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
That's why they do it in the Olympics. It takes 4 years to get.
Always got stuff to improve on.
Yeah.
Always.
Nice. So I guess what did you guys do this weekend?
Weightlifting meet.
Yeah, you got a meet, right?
Yeah.
You got a meet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So well, I guess we'll kind of just go around the room. Jasmine, how'd your meet go?
Pretty good. Hit 5 out of 6. Hit all 3 snatches. Missed one. My second attempt on clean and jerk.
What happened?
It was just small errors. My elbows dropped.
On the
when I
clean,
was
just kind
snatching
of lost
for
it
the
forward,
clean.
or yeah.
Yeah, and then third attempt, we decided to go for it and hit a PR.
No, there you go. So did you go? So you missed your second attempt. Did you try that same amount, or did you go up?
We moved up.
We moved up.
Yeah.
You felt like you still get it? It was just a technical error.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the strength was there.
Like
Just
I had
a
it.
little off
It's
that
just
time.
just
Nice.
elbows dropped.
Nice. And how did you do on your snatch?
Snatches were good. Hit all 3. No PR.
You still happy with what you got though, or did you want to get more? Did you want to get a PR? Were you shooting for a PR, or kind of just like we'll see how it goes?
Yeah, just seeing how it goes. See how I was feeling that day. I felt pretty good on the snatches. Felt like I probably done a little more, but
You always think that
it's
though.
alright.
Because I probably could have got more. How'd you do, Vanessa?
Did good. Hit 5 out of 6. Hit all 3 snatches, and then hit 2 clean and jerk.
Nice.
3 if we were doing CrossFit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Elbow bend, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
elbow
so
bend.
No knee on the ground, lunge,
No,
back
no,
to a squat.
no, none of that.
That counts, right?
Still counts in CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Back up, lunge.
Your feet are the only thing that can hit the ground.
Touch your head. That's good. How'd you do, numbers wise?
No PR on snatch, but if we counted in CrossFit, I PR'd clean and jerk. Yeah.
Cool. Still PR total, I guess, because it's your first meet, but
Yep.
Yeah.
That's nice. You're PR. Yeah, you're coming in. You're like, hey, you're gonna PR no matter what.
Yeah.
Like,
I know.
what about you, Diane?
I did good. I did 5 out of 6. Hit 2 of my snatches and all 3 of my clean and jerks. I missed my last snatch because, I was powering it, so it was just technique. And then my clean and jerk, I went for the 3rd one and I made it. I guess it's a PR in weightlifting, but not a PR in CrossFit.
Well,
There you go.
it's funny how that works.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, that's why we do our attempts that way, though. To have a little bit more reserve in the tank there. We went with the purpose of recording a total. That was our main focus. We wanted, hey, get out there and record a total. Whatever we get after that is just going to be bonus and have
points.
fun with it. Yeah.
so when you decided to power, is that mostly because it's the most weight, or did you feel like you'll complete it, or it's safer? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I know I can power it good, but it won't be as much weight as my squat, or is it vice versa? You just actually do more weight that way?
Yeah, I'm more confident powering it.
Yeah.
Like right now, my power snatch is I can power more than I can full snatch.
Okay. So I guess both.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hey, whatever works, man. Love
Yeah,
it.
gotta go with it. Yeah.
Now, is that a mobility issue, or what's
Yeah, I think
kind of, or technique wise, or just getting comfortable being overhead, I guess, in the bottom position, or
definitely all of the above.
all the above?
All of the above.
Yeah. Yeah, increasing that core strength and increasing that flexibility for sure.
Yeah, it's getting comfortable in the hole.
Yeah.
You should see. I mean, I see all the Olympic weightlifters, like, fucking ass is almost touching the ground, and they're freaking, it's like this close.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they're holding, like, I don't even know, 400 pounds overhead. It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
Yeah. So.
I mean, yeah, the meet overall went really good. Everybody hit a total. We had a couple other lifters there too, just not having to be with us today. But everybody there recorded a total, so it was a great meet for everybody. It's always fun when everybody hits a total, nobody bombs out that way, and so really good success. We had a lot of fun there.
Nice. So what's next for these guys?
Well, next, we're going to push Jasmine into the Fit Expo coming up in February. That's a great local meet. If you're looking to get started into some weightlifting meets, definitely get signed up for that one. The Barbell Club right now, the weightlifting program for all of our locations, is doing a new cycle leading into that one. So we'll probably start training for that next. I've got these two kind of focusing more on the nationals. They did qualify for the American Open Series, so we're probably going to dedicate and train very exclusively for that.
Nice.
And then just as we go, hopefully we'll get a few more local meets in, throughout the year and keep pushing that way. So.
Now, do you have these guys on different programs, or are they doing the same thing, or?
Yeah, so the class program, like just our, for all of our locations and everything, the comp lifters are following that with additional work in between. So I've got comp lifters lifting 5 days a week and doing accessory work, maybe like 5 to 6 days a week for accessory work. The class weightlifting is doing 4 days a week, which is great, and it's a lot of volume for that. And I think a lot of the people in that class are doing it to help better their CrossFit career, help get a little bit faster and a little bit more times and things like that too. So I do structure it a little bit differently. If you're looking to dedicate yourself to weightlifting and be competitive in that, I do set up a separate program for that. It's a little bit more intensive.
So are you guys doing CrossFit still right now, or just mainly weightlifting, or what's kind of your guys' training schedule looking like?
I pop in CrossFit classes here and there. Mostly been doing weightlifting for, we train 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vanessa?
Mainly weightlifting.
Yeah.
I don't really do
Oh, yeah.
CrossFit too long
I can do the
nowadays.
same jokes now. I'm like, I'm doing the same jokes. I guess it's new, but. Oh yeah, I was on your ass too. No, I was kidding. Sorry guys, the camera cut out a while ago, so we're redoing it now. So I was gonna say the same jokes as what I just did. It's not as funny to us now. I was like, oh yeah, you said that right 5 minutes ago. What about you, Diane?
Yeah, I'll try to do CrossFit at least once a week just to keep my cardio up, but mainly focus on weightlifting right now.
Nice. Is that mostly because you guys sign up for the meet and want to be, dedicate your whole time to it, or is that kind of just whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like weightlifting. It's slow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dying.
I'm not breathing hard all the time.
You breathe hard
I
by
mean,
choice.
it's hard, but like,
Yeah.
I know you work out, but still, it's,
Breathing hard is doing like
you get time to
5
breathe.
or 10 squats, not 100.
100, yeah.
That's true.
No, I have them still doing CrossFit, definitely. You know, I want them to keep their overall athleticism up. It helps keep their core strength up, their flexibility up. It keeps that explosiveness too, and it really sets them up good, you know, leading into those meets, like our warm-up sets. You know, a lot of people start warming up about 30 minutes out, and they're doing a lot of lifts, preparing and leading up to their openers and stuff. Because they do CrossFit and because they've kept their athleticism up, we don't have to go so long into our warm-ups. They don't have to take so many attempts leading up to the openers. I think they're better prepared for it.
Yeah, especially like, you know, just they're newer to doing CrossFit or to doing weightlifting, and their volume's not going to be as high, just, you know, as someone that's been doing it for 5 or 10 years, something like that. So it's good to keep that volume up because then you recover faster, you get stronger, obviously, the more volume. That's the main thing. If you do more volume, you're going to get stronger. Because you're lifting more weight, you're doing more reps, or it's a higher weight, and that's how you get stronger and your body adapts to it. So it's like basically the whole principle. Now you can just keep doing more. But you see like the really strong weightlifters, or especially for powerlifting, you know, even for the West Side, like they got to do great. Like the stronger you are, the more work you have to keep doing all the time. Because if you do less, you're gonna get basically in worse shape, and you'll get weaker. So it's like you got to keep doing more and more as you go along. And which kind of sucks when you have to work out for like 5 hours every day or whatever, right? But a lot of accessory work and stuff like that. It's just sort of sport-specific stuff. Or
the comp lifters especially, they're doing a lot more accessory work. You know, I program accessory work for our regular classes, and then I have them doing additional work as well. I think that's one of the biggest secrets. I think a lot of people spend a little bit too much time just clean and jerk and just snatching, and that's great, and you're going to get good, and you're going to get really smooth and good technique, but it's going to take you a lot longer to start PRing or start hitting new numbers if you're not doing all the accessory work, all the different lifts, all the static holds, all the slow moves, you know. It makes a really big difference. I think that's why these guys have been able to PR and progress and move up as fast as they have been. I mean, 6 months of dedicated weightlifting, and you guys are PRing like every couple months, and shoot, when's the last time we've PR'd? I mean, dude.
Once a year. Everyone's all crying, I haven't PR'd like a month. I'm like, shut up, dude. Years, dude.
Takes a while.
True. Did you guys what did you guys learn since you went to the meet? You know, kind of see where you place in other, you know, with other people and stuff like that. How do you guys feel? You guys learn anything new, or? Not hey. Anyone can talk at it. You don't have to go first. You know what I'm saying? You can talk if you want.
Well, competition-wise, I mean, you guys have never experienced that before, so that's always, you know, learning, just keeping your nerves and stuff like that. I mean, your guys' experience with it, what'd you think? Was it nerve-wracking?
It was for me.
It was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
To start,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
But after the first attempt to snatch, it was totally cool.
You're all ready to go then after that?
Yeah, we're like, let's go for it.
So, like, I know leading into the meet, like, we're always, you know, shoot, we're going to be on stage, everybody's looking at me, spotlight, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Did you have that same sensation, like, when you actually got onto the platform? Was it as bad as you envisioned?
Not for me.
No,
Yeah, it wasn't as bad.
Yeah.
Like,
It was still bad, but it wasn't as
Yeah.
bad.
I just blacked it.
Yeah.
Didn't like
And then
it
after
anyway.
the first one, it was good.
it's like, don't think about the people staring at you. Just like,
Yeah.
once you kind of walk up to the bar, it's just like, it feels familiar, and you just do it.
Yeah. I feel like what separates you from like a good athlete and a great athlete is like using that energy, because like basically you either use it two ways, right? You can be like negative and get anxiety about it and like and then start thinking all the negative stuff, right? And then like, oh, I'm gonna miss it, what if I miss it in front of these people, blah blah blah. Or you can use that energy and like use the excitement and be like, all right, I can't wait to show these people, like being confident in your stuff. But that's like one thing I try to do when you're, you know, on the competition floor or whatever, just using that, just your mindset about it. I think that helps out a lot. So like next time you're thinking about it too, it's like, all right, don't be nervous. Like I'm happy to be here. Like, you know, I can't wait to go out there, being excited rather than using that, you know, anxious energy, because it's really, I mean, just human nature kind of get negative about it at first, or what happens if I go do this wrong or whatever. But if you can channel that into being positive, it's gonna help you out a lot more. So maybe a little tip for next time or whatever. That helps me out though, because you're gonna have it no matter what. It's you know, it's fine to be nervous. Everyone's nervous. Every person's nervous when they go to do something or having some kind of, not anxiety, but you get jacked up about it. Yeah,
Adrenaline starts pumping.
You're getting that
Starts
adrenaline
going,
pull, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? You're ready to go. So, especially when you do a lot of work, you know, you work out for freaking 8 weeks or 6 weeks or however long it is for that meet, You want to do good, so it's like, you know, that pressure, but you know, that's what pressure makes diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So, you know.
That's it. But we had a great time there. It was a good meet. We got down there early. Vanessa started her first session. The rest of the girls were all in the same session a little bit later. So a lot of fun. We had a big crew down there. A lot of our friends and family came down to support. So it was, you know, a good showing at the meet there. We took home 2 medals. We had 3 qualifiers for nationals. So just really good results and a lot of fun. I mean, I don't think it could have gotten any better, really.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Nice. Nice.
Again.
Experience.
You guys ready for the next one?
I am.
You guys back into training
I'm
now?
ready to train for the next one.
There
Yeah.
you go. So that was last weekend, right? Last Saturday, Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
So did you guys work out yesterday?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Can't take the- yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I did.
Light day, or just you back on it? You back on the new program, or do you guys have a little?
Light day. Just did the normal CrossFit watch. It's good.
Nice. So,
Yeah, after we get done with the podcast, we're right back to training. So
there you go. No lag between
nope.
sessions. How you guys feeling mentally and physically
I feel good.
after? Because you kind of peak, you know, for that meet, and then probably start hitting the volume again now.
Mhm.
Right?
Mm.
You guys
Yeah.
ready to ramp it up now?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure.
Exactly.
You guys feel more excited about it now? You like, do you find out like stuff you want to work on, or like things you took out from there that you want to like excited to get back to training, or are you kind of like, oh, I want to take a break now, so I just trained so hard for it, now you want to take a break?
No, I feel like we're all ready to go back and be better than we were because now we know kind of what we aren't so great at.
What is it? Exactly. What did you learn? What do you want to work on?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, my jerks. I can't
Jerks?
jerk at like, yeah. I don't
Holding you
feel
back?
like- yeah.
Oh, that makes 2 of us. Jasmine, what do you think?
I'll probably have to work on my snatches.
Snatches? Diane?
Same. Work
Same.
on my full snatches.
Full snatches? Yeah. So Diane, do you like program like specific accessory work for them, or like specific programs for them now, since they kind of know what they need to work on, or like?
Yeah, we're gonna be fine tuning, especially with the accessory work. You know, so we'll be getting in like more mobility work for Diane, and then you know more like snatch drills and practice that way. You know, jerks especially for these guys here. Snatch a little bit for Jasmine too, but I think more on the jerks.
Jerks,
Maybe
yeah.
more there, yeah.
More jerks coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first, guys. More jerks coming up in the next few weeks.
But I do. I try to cater it to, you know, each individual. I try to, you know, help balance and you know, work on our weaknesses. I want to make sure that these guys are developing the right way and getting the attention that they need. So we spend a lot of time practicing doing it all.
For sure.
Yep.
What else did we have?
If you're, you know, like getting started in weightlifting, I know like for ladies especially, it's kind of funny. Like our barbell club is mostly women. We have a few guys that are doing it. Haven't competed yet, but we're starting to build and grow the barbell club that way. I know for women, a lot of times, you know, they're a little bit hesitant. It's like a guy's thing or something like that, big and bulky, you know, muscle and whatever, heavy weights and all that stuff. But for us, it's all about form and technique. We start with, you know, basic drills. We start out light. We build up to it. So, you know, it can be intimidating at first. Check out some videos on YouTube or, you know, Instagram, hook grip, like all those things. USA Weightlifting, a lot of good content there. But really, it's such a rewarding thing. You know, it's very demanding. It's very tough to do, but it's very rewarding at the same time. So I feel like if you're looking to get started, like seek out a good coach, go through an assessment, make sure you can move a little bit. And then really dive in, but be patient with it. It's one of those, like, it's a long game. It's gonna take you a while, so be patient.
What about people that get frustrated? Like, you know, you tell them to be patient, but they're like, oh, no,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think, you know, it comes down to your discipline and your mentality. Like, you're gonna have days where it's gonna be frustrating. You're gonna have days where you're gonna want to throw the bar or get out of the room and just be pissed off and stuff like that. But you know, the true competitors, the true athletes can bounce back. You know, you can have a rough day, but you can come back later and do it again, or you can come back the next day and shake that off and kind of harness that. You know, sometimes you gotta have those bad days to see what you're made of.
What do you guys think about bad days? You guys have a little bad days?
I
Yeah.
do for sure.
Yeah.
I know I do.
But I feel like it's a mental thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a mental wipe it away. Start
it off.
again.
Shake it off. Go to next one.
Yeah. You always have good days. You always have bad days. You know, I might hit a 200-pound, you know, snatch one day, and then I might be hit a 170-pound snatch another day, and like, what the hell, man? But every day's different.
Like once a freaking year. I'm not joking either. It's like, I felt really good today, and then you don't PR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
When you feel the shittiest when you PR, it's like, oh, I feel hella crappy today. Oh wow, it's funny.
Yeah, I
Your
think
body's a
weightlifting
lie.
definitely tests you.
Whoever
Yeah.
tells you it's a lie.
But yeah, I mean the barbell club's growing. It's been a lot of fun. We've got meets lined up, coming up. Everybody's trying to shoot for the Sacramento Fit Expo. That'll be the beginning of February 9th, I believe it is. And then we'll be headed out to Ohio for the American Open beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March. So that's probably going to be it for nationals this year, unless we get crazy towards the end of the year and want to go flying cross country and
Try
stuff.
to
When's the Arnold?
That's the American Open, the first one.
Oh, the American Open.
Yeah. So that'll be end of February, beginning of March.
Okay, that's the one you're going to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's sick. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Arnold's pretty sick.
Yeah, that one would be a
Lot
big
of
one.
cut there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It'd be a strongman and all that crazy stuff going on and stuff.
Bodybuilding. They have CrossFit there. They have
Yeah.
everything.
They have everything.
Shoot, they have
We have
It's
like
gonna be
martial arts
involved.
and
strongman's
stuff.
freaking gnarly.
Mhm.
That's a really big strongman.
Yeah, that's what
event
we're
now.
usually
Like
like.
a lot of.
Brian
all
Shaw.
big ones, yeah.
Yeah.
We're usually there.
You
So
guys,
that'll be exciting. It'll be fun.
you guys gonna all go?
I don't know. Are we going?
Are we?
We should be, yeah.
All
We're
right,
gonna
then
we
we're
still gotta plan
going.
it out. We gotta plan out our trip. I think we're gonna be doing some fundraisers for our barbell club pretty soon here.
Shout out fundraiser.
Shout out.
Yeah, I've got some new like barbell gear coming out too. So if you're looking to support our team, man, we'd love it. We'd appreciate it. Definitely, we've got a lot of trips coming up. So if we can all help out each other, the more the better.
I'm trying to remember where we left off at, but I forget. I don't know. What new person, Dane? Do we talk about new people already?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
touch
Oh,
that. Yeah.
okay. Well, I'll just cross that off. What do you think, guys? What do we leave out? I know.
I think
Huh?
that's it.
I feel like it's way more condensed right now. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, you didn't talk about the strong people and the Chinese. Team.
Yeah,
You
Chinese
didn't
people are
talk
really
about
strong.
that.
No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna leave that part out, Vanessa. Thank you for that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, now I gotta tell them now because they're probably like, "What were you talking about Chinese people?"
No, we were talking about how they like dedication, like how they
Yeah.
training from the beginning, from birth, basically, and stuff, and being dedicated. If you don't show up on a day, you're off the team and stuff like that. So it's a little intensive, but we try to keep our barbell club fun and enjoyable. Everybody's focused. We train really hard, but we keep it fun too. We're all here to help each other out and help to get better and stuff. So it's not like oh, I outlifted you and oh, I outlifted you. It's like oh shit, you did that. That's awesome, man. Congrats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, for sure. Yeah. I mean, shoot. Do you have anything else? That's pretty
Think we're
good. Now. It's
good,
like
yeah.
10 minutes long. We had a longer one, guys. I promise. I swear, I'm not lying to you guys.
Don't be intimidated. If you're looking to get started, definitely seek out a coach and, just start with the basics and have fun with it and, be patient. Follow these guys. Check out their Instagram page. We'll put their handles underneath when we post it. But follow
Now, what
them
is it,
along.
Jasmine? What's your handle?
Jasmine with 2 E's, I believe, _.
You believe? Is it or not?
I believe. I don't know.
Oh my
Torres
gosh.
with 2 S.
2 S's?
2 S. 3 S's. 3 S's,
Oh
2
my
E's.
gosh.
Yeah. We'll just put it up. You just.
Vanessa?
Yeah. Oh, _Vanessa Yvonne.
Okay. Do we know that one now? Diane?
Diane Ballerino _
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, mine's _ASAP Fit _ No.
We got the
All there.
Barbell Club. Follow the Barbell Club's ASAP Weightlifting.
What are you doing? Posting a bunch of stuff. You probably at least post a lot of them on there, huh?
Yeah,
You
we
see
post a
them?
lot of them, but I post a lot of the class wads too, or just even my just regular class, members and stuff. Because even just the daily members, I mean, these guys started as just my regular members, and slowly as everybody's developing, we reach out to them like, hey, you look like you're prepped right now, like you should get into this meet. So we've got our eyes
I
on
guess
a
we can
couple
kind of
other
talk
people.
about that a little bit. Like, how many people you think compete in your weightlifting class, and how many people are there doing it for fun, or maybe aren't ready to compete yet, or what makes you ready to compete?
We've got on most of our barbell sessions, there's usually 10 to 15 people here. Sometimes it gets crazy on the weekend, 20, 25 people here. So, there's a lot of people in the class. But we focus more on the technique and form and development. And so once I start seeing moving properly and correctly and being confident in it, lifting, body weight, a little bit more than body weight, stuff like that, looking at qualifying numbers, I keep all that stuff in mind, and then just watching them overall, their development, and seeing where they're at. And really, like, sometimes they'll come to me and be like, hey, I'm kind of interested in doing a meet right now, and I've had a couple of people, I've kind of guided them and like, yeah, you're on the right track, let's hold out for another cycle, let's develop a little bit more, and then we'll get into a meet. So I want to make sure that we're prepped and ready. I want you guys to go out there confident, and most of all have fun with it for sure.
Yeah.
And so it takes a little bit of time to develop and be ready for a meet, but I mean, each coach should be able to help with that for sure. Kind of trust yourself, trust your body, kind of know where you're at and your strength and your development, and then have the good guidance of a coach for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so if anyone's interested in getting started with that, you can contact Danny at what?
Message me at DM me on the ASAP weightlifting page. My Instagram's XFRoof. You can follow me there, RUOFF.
Are you off? Is that how I remember it?
Yeah.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got a general like first week to 2 weeks cycle that we go through. Really fundamentals, going over positions and technique and getting all that dialed in, and then we start increasing the weight. But that's part of the development and stuff like that. So.
Nice. Anything you guys want to say? Bye. That's it. No, you guys are so quiet. It's so quiet. You guys never shut up out there.
Different.
Different. There's a light on me now. Cool, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. You guys can check us out on iTunes, Get Fit ASAP Podcast. Also on YouTube. Our channel is just ASAP Fitness. Spotify. I think that's it. Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool.